crispy,
so chalky,
airy.
and
Yeah.
very weird.
I hate when people call things that aren't ice cream.
Like what, gelato?
Like,
or
yeah.
froyo?
Well, no, that stuff's amazing
No,
stuff.
because it's
Isn't
not
that
ice
ice
cream,
cream?
though.
It's not ice cream. Ice cream is
not.
the best, obviously, Jaden. Yes.
What is the difference? What is
No,
the
I'm
difference
agreeing
between
with you.
ice cream and
Obviously,
gelato?
ice cream is the best.
I
But
do like me some
I don't like
gelato.
it when they call like ice cream substitutes ice cream, like this stuff. That's not ice cream. That's dried out stuff.
Oh.
So,
Or the keto ice cream. That's not ice cream.
no, agreed. What is?
That's just something that's cold and like
Creamy.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not ice cream.
What's the difference between gelato and ice cream?
Yeah, what is the difference?
Well, it's just Italian, but I think it's smoother.
No, there's a
You heard it
difference.
here first,
Smoother?
folks.
It is
think
smoother.
It's smoother.
Ice cream.
I know it's more-
gelato
I don't really
is just
know.
Italian
And
ice
like-
cream.
It's
Well, that is. I mean,
What?
it's ice.
Gelato is not ice.
Gelato is not ice.
It's not ice.
No, they're shaved ice.
Look, it's 2021.
The thing
I've had
is,
gelato.
No, I'm
Gelato
telling
is a
the
lot
In
truth.
Italy.
I think that's
Gelato
what it is.
in my opinion, is a lot creamier. Like whenever you're eating it.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, it seems.
From
Gelato-
my end, it seems that way.
don't-
Gelato is a lot creamier than ice cream,
Yeah.
and it's like lighter and fluffier.
I don't feel like when I'm eating it, I could tell you the difference between ice cream and gelato. I feel like it's the same thing. It's just one is Italian,
I get it.
like
'cause
Jaden said.
I guess
Gelato is
no, I
made.
said it's smoother.
Gelato is made with less fat.
I guess
So it's like more cream and ice cream and like.
It's
milk and
more.
More
It's yeah. It's more smooth. It's softer and packed with flavor. That's what Google says.
Wow.
I don't know. Ice cream's packed with flavor.
Obviously, Google is in the pocket of big gelato.
Big gelato.
gelato is more expensive.
You know, maybe that's why they can't sell gelato more than they have to throw all the gelato out at the end of the day, like at Rayo's.
Do
can't
they?
keep it another day?
Stuff. They throw it out.
They're supposed to,
Wow.
because it doesn't keep like ice cream. You can't keep it.
I didn't know that.
Do you know much how? Do you know? How,
Do you know how much?
Do
how-
you brain work good now?
do you know how much food waste we generate as a country?
Oh yeah,
Like
it's insane.
hundreds of tons.
Everything
an
on the hot
hour.
table. Yeah, Jay, we're gonna throw this banana away because
Yeah.
Jaden left it in her car.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's disgusting. No one should eat it. But it's waste now because you left it in your car, though. It was not waste before that.
Yeah, you're right. When I grabbed it this morning, it was fine.
But we're also fairly decent at reusing it.
Are we? No. Food waste is like food that can't be. You can't reuse food waste.
Untrue.
That banana's not going to be able to be reused.
Dr. Emmett Brown made a time machine that runs on food waste. Checkmate.
The whole theory
Back to the
behind
Future.
renewable,
No.
there's a lot of renewable diesel fuels that run on animal waste and unusable oils and fats.
I'm talking about the pasta.
That'd be awesome if we did that as a planet,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm designing one now.
Yeah, but that's awesome that you're doing that. More of us need to do that.
Hey,
But we
I've
don't.
said this before in the past. There's not a single thing, and there's not anything that you can do that.
Oh, well, I'm fascinated to see where this conversation
There's not
goes.
anything that you can do to effectively reduce your environmental impact on the planet.
What?
As an individual, there's not anything that you can do.
What a glorious
Disagree.
message that you're...
Yeah, exactly.
Disagree.
Like all of
You
this
cannot
stuff.
reduce your carbon footprint?
No,
You can't?
no. Even if you got like an electric car and blah 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 blah.
Oh, you're
blah,
talking
did all
about
the
like
steps.
all of the stuff that it takes to make a lithium battery is...
Yeah, well, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just as environmentally devastating to
Right.
the planet as anything else.
But there's
is.
not nothing that you can
And
do
not
because you
only
know what you
that-
could do. Just go live in the middle of the woods like the Unabomber.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So even if you did that, like the amount that you would reduce your environmental impact on the planet would be so small.
Yeah, but it's
that
not. But it's something.
But it's
I said effectively reduce.
What's well define
effectively
effectively? I
reduce
mean,
is
what are you going to do?
One person couldn't do anything in general as an effectively thing, so it had to take like an entire society doing
What
it.
Blaine is
And that'll
saying is
never
what
happen.
one person
Yeah,
does
exactly.
doesn't matter.
Which exactly.
No,
That's exactly what I'm saying.
no.
yes.
What if a bunch of one persons do it? Then it matters.
Yeah, but people never do it.
Okay. When did you become a cynic?
I'm just saying.
People like
I'm not saying we should all go
I-
live in the woods. I'm also not saying. I mean, I think it's a good point because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of this renewable energy stuff is
Yes.
and can be as harmful to the environment as the stuff that we're doing right
Yeah.
now. And that's the thing that people don't realize or say.
Yeah.
Because
Especially if you buy like a new electric car like every 5 years, that's worse for the planet than just using a regular gas car for 10 years.
If there ever was a more efficient way to make lithium batteries, then that would change. But there's not.
So, just to put everybody down, I do that.
Yeah,
frequently.
good job.
Yeah,
Did you know that you can never save the planet?
yeah, you can't. Which is
You're
why
like the reverse Captain Planet.
like the biggest contributors to environmental impact are industries, are corporations. The most effective way that
we knew that.
you can make an reduce your environmental impact on the planet is by lobbying for industries and corporations to not make as much of an environmental impact on the planet. Yeah, there's a bug flying around in here. It's trying to get us. I don't know what kind of bug it is though.
It's a fly.
Is it?
Yeah,
It didn't look like
it's
a fly.
It's a fly.
Yeah, it's a fly.
Okay.
There's a Breaking Bad episode about this.
Oh yeah.
It's called The Fly.
Speaking of Breaking Bad, you
Okay.
watched Breaking Bad with some people,
Sure.
which is why we started watching Lost with people.
Yeah.
Segue. We watched Lost at my house, and Tyler, I'm offended because we've done it 2
Tyler's
weeks in a
got his
row
own
now.
thing on Sunday nights.
All right, so you want to know why Tyler hasn't come? So
Okay.
so Tyler wanted to come, but he provided an option to everyone who comes over to his house. And I said, hey, does everybody want to go over to Blaine's and watch Lost? Or do y'all want to just continue to do this over here, hang out, do that kind of thing? And everyone else was like, I just want to come to your house. So I was like, okay.
Wow.
They were like,
So-
Blaine sucks.
Yeah.
So I left.
So we're quickly forming parties here.
So I basically just left my house open to whoever wants to, and
Lost refugees.
and so basically that's what happened. But no, I provided
got a
as an
text
option to
message.
go over to your house because I was interested in general.
Yeah.
But
Well, Lost
but
is getting good.
I don't want people to completely stop doing some sort of community on Sunday nights because they don't feel more comfortable at one place versus
Yeah,
the other. So,
yeah.
So I left mine open.
for sure,
Multiple
if you want to go to Tyler's, go to Tyler's. If you want to go to my place, or do whatever the heck else you want. I'm not saying
those are the only
I'm
two.
not saying those are the only options.
Those are
My
the
point
only options.
was,
You're offended.
Tyler, you should. Somebody said last time they were like, "Oh, Tyler said that he was going to come, and then you didn't come." And
Oh,
that was,
I did not say I was going to
that
come.
was sad.
Someone lied on him.
Yeah.
Lies.
I possibly told someone that I'm providing the option to everyone else, and I'll let them decide. Because that's what happened. Because I would have definitely shown up on my own.
Yeah. Have you watched Lost?
When I was a child, I watched. I think I watched the first season back in like 2004 is when it came out, right? So I think I watched the first season with my family, and then I proceeded to get lost in the story. So basically, the first season ended, and I was a child. Therefore, my head is everywhere. So I wasn't paying attention when it restarted, and so it's just like
Yeah, the biggest thing I remember about Lost whenever it was coming out
I remember seeing
was
Big Bear.
all of the people who made puns about getting lost.
Yeah.
the only thing I remember, and I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Be careful because
It's-
we're watching it.
Oh yeah.
Was-
And we're only like 6 episodes in.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like some bear thing?
Yeah, we're there.
There was a polar
We've
bear.
seen that.
We've seen a polar
Oh,
bear.
it was a polar bear. Is that what it was? I thought it
Polar
was some
bear,
monster
and they killed
creature.
it. Yeah. Oh, there is a monster creature.
There is a monster creature. It's like a giant mechanical Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, well, I was definitely thinking of the bear.
That's
'Cause
my-
I
We
remember
don't
being
know
white.
because we haven't
It's
seen it. We've
Robo-Rex.
only heard it up to this point.
And we've seen its effects on its
We've seen
environment.
its effects on its environment, but we have not seen it.
Didn't
at all.
Lost have
It's Robo-Rex.
have like a super controversial ending as well?
Yes.
I'm just asking.
Jaden, have you seen Lost?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Jaden's
multiple
seen it,
times.
and she loves it,
I love it.
including the ending.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
Because you
I
brought your
didn't-
doll.
I did, yeah, I have dolls. I have
Yeah.
Lost dolls. But I didn't like it at first until Kevin explained it. The ending had me shook.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know what the ending was. I just remember for
We're
some
not gonna-
reason, yet again, a younger Tyler just remembers there being a big thing about people not liking the ending.
There was
I remember
outcry.
there being a big
There was
thing.
backlash.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
most
I'm
of it,
intrigued.
all the people that we watched it with that were really into it. Oh, did the fly just die in front of us? The fly just died.
Wow.
What's in here? Is that like
It's a
is that like a canary? Yeah.
Yeah.
we should leave.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine. It'll make for great content if we dive on like.
It couldn't stand to hear the Lost ending again.
It's like Kevin's talking about Lost again. Ugh. I know I only live for 24 hours, but
Is that how long their lifespan is?
yeah. isn't
Wait,
it?
really?
I thought it was a little
It's
longer. Than that. I thought it was
short.
a few days.
Hey Siri, what's the lifespan of a fly?
No, nobody
Hey
can
Siri,
say anything until.
what's the lifespan of a fly?
Here's what I found from Orkin.com.
Ooh.
Lifespan of a fly can also depend on the species. For example, fruit flies live a little longer than house flies. These
Oh.
insects die after about 40 to 50 days.
40 to 50 days.
40 to 50 days?
So
Yeah.
you just underestimated their time frame by 40 to 50 times. Like, hey, Tyler, you truly lived
You're
only
gonna
2
live
years
1
old.
year.
Yeah, that's 40, 50 days. That feels long.
Yeah,
I
for a
didn't-
fly? You gotta be a
Yeah.
fly for 50 days?
For real.
I mean, we got to be a person.
Yeah, but that's way better. Flies can't play Minecraft.
If you had to be another animal, what other animal would you be?
Ooh, I've answered this question before, so I'll let other people go.
Lion.
Ooh,
lion?
Why?
I don't know. They're just my favorite animals. They're so like ferocious.
Yeah.
Kind of
Fierce.
like my personality. So I want to be a lion.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it.
Any other reason? You just,
I just like them.
oh, I'm really asking. I
Yeah.
feel like this will let us know more about your personality. If you let us
Yes.
know why
Because she's fierce.
I said that.
you're gonna hear her roar.
Yes.
They're just, yeah, they're cool animals.
Cool animals.
Yeah.
Tyler?
These are my kind of questions, but
Yeah.
I like to think about mine a little too much and look into them, which is weird. But with all that being said, I don't know. Maybe an eagle, because freedom.
Wow.
Even though your
Freedom
cry
and
is not as majestic as you think it is.
This is true. But I would be able to fly, and I'm still a predator. Therefore, I still kill things.
Bird of prey.
Awesome. So, and I don't know. I think I like the freedom, just being able to fly around.
Can't harpy eagles, or what's the biggest eagle? Golden eagle?
Golden eagle.
Golden eagle. Can't,
would be the kind I wanna be,
They pick up
because I'm
like
big.
calves, like cows.
What?
Serious?
They do.
No.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
A cow?
Yeah, yeah.
There's a famous
Their
video.
wingspan is like 12 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. There's a famous
I'm
video of
getting a lot
one.
of text messages.
Yeah, turn your phone off, Blaine. You're the one that always making us turn our phone off.
There's a famous
Oh.
video of one like going down and picking up like this
Don't do not
this
disturb.
full-grown sheep, and like picking up this full-grown sheep and just flying off.
Yeah.
Like a big one? Like a,
Yeah, like a full-grown sheep. This golden eagle goes down, picks it up, just goes off. Just
How
like,
is that?
just like-
How is that
What?
physically
does,
possible?
does not stop flight at all. It's these. They're huge.
Yeah. They're like the eagles from Lord of the Rings.
They make us look small.
That's a, I mean,
Wait,
that's,
their
an,
wingspan, at
that's an
least.
exaggeration.
Yeah.
They're not that big.
Oh, I was like, wow.
They don't really
James
make
like,
us
those
look
exist?
small, but,
I switch. I'm not a lion anymore.
yeah. So,
I'm
but
changing my answer.
but golden eagles are very large.
Yeah.
Yeah, look up
Yeah,
how big
yeah, yeah.
how big they get.
Yeah.
There's a famous video of one picking up like a sheep.
Hey,
and
Siri.
just flying off with it.
Oh my goodness, Kevin.
Voice command.
By the way, I'm just gonna
Voice command.
I'm just gonna guess this far.
Voice
Oh
command.
my gosh. Oh no.
I like to talk to Siri and let her know that I care about her.
I'm gonna guess this fly was
Yeah.
a fruit fly.
8 feet.
Yeah.
8-foot wingspan.
8-foot wingspan. Oh, it's close.
Do they have photos?
I don't know. I'm looking
Have
up.
they ever
They're also
photographed one of these?
Can you guess what color they might be?
Brown.
Golden.
Golden.
Oh, he's
Were
wearing-
you not joking? Did you really?
she was messing with me.
I thought you were messing with me.
I was so serious. I was like, I don't know
Brown,
why.
next question.
She goes, all the eagles I've seen have at least a hint of
It's
brown.
brown. So I said brown.
I mean, golden's like a shade-ish of
Yeah,
brown.
brown. Kind
Yes,
of.
I don't
But
know.
I don't think that was the brown you were imagining.
Oh my gosh.
What?
This is. I mean, this is
sheep video?
intense.
Is that
It's
sheep
a
video?
goat.
That's what
and
I
it. Okay, so it appears to be a relatively small goat,
Whatever.
Tyler.
Yeah, but still, they're picking up a
Yeah,
mammal.
a whole dang animal. It like rips its head off.
Wow.
No, this is a great thing to do on a
Yeah, so
podcast.
that's
Yeah.
so that's
If
what I
you
want.
should go
Listen
search-
to us watch this video, everyone.
You should go search Golden Eagle lifts goat. You'll find it.
Golden eagle goat.
Yeah, that was
Because
intense.
they're the
Yeah. So
greatest
I,
of all time.
yeah. So I
Golden
would be
eagle?
a golden eagle.
Golden
So that
eagle.
you could lift goats.
Yes.
Orca.
And I'd also be the big fly.
That's not fair
Why not?
because mine was sperm whale.
I know I had to answer before you because I knew you were going to say some aquatic thing. But I've
Whales
done
are the
this
coolest
before.
animals.
Orca.
Why?
Whales are the coolest animals.
Because they communicate with their own pods, but
Mm-hmm.
you can have a family unit that consists of several other different pods that they know their voice from all over the ocean. They travel hundreds of miles. They kill great white sharks.
Yeah. They are the apex predator of the ocean. They've been
are.
the apex predator of the ocean since Megalodon.
We're talking Megalodon, Jaden. This is a giant shark.
Yeah. Sperm whales are cooler, though. Sperm whales dive into the depths of the ocean and do battle with giant squids.
They do. It's commemorated
And
in the New
they're
York.
the loudest animal on the planet.
Wait,
They're
really?
like 3 times louder than a jet engine. And they sleep vertical.
Yes.
Whenever you see them sleeping, they're like giant towers
I
of
think out of all the things you've
Whale.
told me, that one's the least cool.
No, sperm whales are so cool.
And they sleep up and down
They
like
can
a bomber.
communicate. They can communicate with other individual sperm whales for
All
like
whales can do that.
up to like 100 miles, like so far because they're super loud.
Yeah, but do you
Okay,
just
but-
want to be a block the rest of your life?
I would be totally fine. The sperm whales are
But-
super cool.
But
Can
what makes that better than Kevin's?
Yeah, can they spin in a circle
I'm
to
bigger.
come sail away?
I'm
in a
bigger
tank
and louder,
surrounded by
and
a
I
bunch
do
of
battle
screaming
with giant
tourists.
squids.
Come sail away.
How do you beat a giant squid?
With my humongous teeth.
That's a sperm whale. Sperm whales don't have humongous teeth. They have that little tiny row of teeth.
So I was kind of
Sperm whale teeth are almost as big as orca teeth.
Yeah, but they don't have that much of them.
No.
And they're not made for like chomping like that.
So what I'm seeing here is that we have every aspect
Sperm
of the world
whale.
covered.
Yeah.
Because we have oceans here, we have jungle / land, and we have sky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We make a good unit.
we do.
We have air dominance.
You two are going to communicate with each other.
Oh, but he
No,
would
I'll
be
kill
scared
them.
of me. I think.
No.
Probably.
Orca? Sperm whale?
Yeah, if anything,
Question.
I would be scared.
You're
of you.
like the cartoon, like you're the Vineyard Vine symbol. Okay?
Yeah. Hey, Vineyard Vines is really classic. So
Yeah, but nobody's scared of Vineyard Vines.
I'm going to be honest.
I would be scared of a sperm whale. They wrote an
My
entire
nickname
they
is
wrote an
Killer
entire-
Whale.
They wrote an entire
Your
book
nickname-
about how scary I am.
That is very true.
I will say killer whales do look pretty cool.
Yeah.
Killer whales do look pretty cool. Okay.
Because I kill things.
You do have the really cool tall dorsal fin, but then it looks real dumb whenever it curves over.
Well,
like
yeah,
Free
because I'm
Willy.
in captivity. Let me
How do you
live
guys
my
know
life.
all of this? Oh my goodness! Like what?
And
Nerd.
to be able to digest the
I couldn't
squid,
say anything about lions. I just like them.
to be able to digest the squid that I eat, I excrete one of the most valuable substances in the world.
Yep.
Which is,
Ambergrease is like a
GRIS.
lump that's just a couple of pounds.
And you were
is
hunted
like
to near
thousands
extinction
of dollars.
before the Industrial Revolution because they would cut your head open and take all that
For my
stuff out of it.
spermaceti. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad day.
That's what the whaling industry was about.
Whalers are horrible people.
Yeah, that's what Moby Dick's about.
so Moby Dick's a giant sperm whale.
Yep.
Yeah. Moby Dick is an albino sperm whale.
Call me
I'm
Because
going to be honest, I just assumed because Moby Dick that all sperm whales are just really white.
they're like a light gray color.
Yeah, I was thinking white or gray.
Yeah. But the sperm whale in Moby Dick is based off of a true story
Yeah.
of a albino sperm whale that attacked people.
Yeah.
Oh.
As told in Heart of the Sea,
Yeah.
the book and film. Yeah. No, they really
Oh,
did.
the movie, yeah,
the movie.
Heart of the Sea. That's right. That tells like the story of
that's
the
true
real
story
life.
behind.
Did you ever see
Moby
that?
Dick. I did. It was not bad.
Really?
Ron Howard? Is that Ron Howard? I think it's Ron Howard. Yeah, it was not bad.
That was right after he did Rush, which was super not bad.
Just say good. Right? There's,
Yeah,
a
it
way-
was. I mean,
there's words for that.
it was good. It
It
was,
was
really good.
really,
was
really.
super not
It was,
bad.
if there was just some word that was the opposite of bad that I could use here, super not bad. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Rush is really great, and you should see
I've
Rush.
not seen Rush.
That has Zemo
Yep.
and Thor.
Right. Well,
like
Heart of the
Thor.
Sea has Thor.
That's right, because he worked with him on Rush,
Are we
and
talking
that's
about
whenever he
actor
lost
Thor?
like
The actor.
100 pounds.
Chris
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful man.
Yeah.
He is gorgeous.
Yes.
I'm not afraid to say it.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Very comfortable.
He lost like 100 pounds for that Heart of the Sea movie.
Yeah.
He was like skinny Thor.
Skinny Thor?
Skinny Thor.
He was skinny. He was like a stick. Like if
He's
you
not like
pushed him over
fat,
too
though.
hard. No, but I mean, he's
Don't you talk about.
Yes,
like
we all
built.
just mutually agreed how beautiful
Yeah.
he is.
yeah. I wasn't saying. I
No,
mean, he's a
yeah, I see what
large
you're saying.
man.
So he lost a lot of weight and became like super thin.
Yeah.
Super
So he went from like very muscular to very thin.
Yes.
And he gained all that weight for Avengers. Endgame.
Yeah. Then they stuck him in a bodysuit.
Then he's
He was
"Okay,
strong.
Now let me get fat.
He was strong again by
That was
by
the
time he
most
gained.
disappointing part of the Avengers movies.
It was like the entire
Was that
movie.
for the
was that
female,
Thor was
for
just
the female
comedic relief
audience
the entire
yeah,
time?
they were like, he's but they're gonna fix him before the end of the movie, right? I mean, I bought a $12 ticket. See, I told you.
I'm not gonna lie, for the female audience plus Tyler.
Wait, we're not gonna leave him fat, are we?
Yeah, big
And
Thor.
I was like, yes, finally, representation on film.
Fat Thor was funny though.
Keep
was
Thor
funny.
fat.
That was one of my
four
favorite.
more, make 4 more movies with Fat Thor. Yes.
And his new character arc can be about losing all the weight,
No.
No,
Oh.
that's the no.
or his new character arc can be
Big and
about
beautiful.
accepting himself.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Thor, big and beautiful.
One of the funniest scenes is the one where he's like the noob slayer guy on the video game, and Taika Waititi's character is like, "Oh, Thor is."
Thor, he's big. My name's Korg.
That's the
We're going to
best
get on a spaceship. You want to come?
character in all of the Avengers movies. Is
What,
that,
Korg?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's great. It's
He's
because
great.
Taika Waititi's hilarious.
Taika Waititi is absolutely hilarious.
Sorry, I haven't even.
He's the big rock guy
Oh,
in
big-
Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like-
He's,
Who didn't print enough pamphlets?
he's hilarious. Get out of here, ghost.
Get out of the ghost. Oh, that's Doug. Doug's dead.
Didn't print enough pamphlets, so nobody
Didn't
showed
print
up
enough pimp-
except for my mom
I
and her
like
boyfriend,
The,
who I
the New
hate.
Zealand accent is one of my favorite
Yeah.
accents. But it's one
Oh,
of
same.
the hardest
I
because it's slightly different from
Oh, it's such
Australia.
a-
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like it's a mix of English and Australian.
Yeah.
It's
Hmm.
awesome. The first time I'd ever heard a New Zealand accent was in college. There was a girl who was from New Zealand in my history class,
Mm-hmm.
and she started talking. I was like, that voice is awesome. I was like, wherever that's from, I want that voice.
It's
Changing
like
my Apple Maps to that voice right now.
it's like Australian with a twist of lime.
What? Of
Why
lime?
do,
Is
yeah,
that the-
limes are
Lime.
New Zealand.
Isn't New Zealand like it's gonna sound so weird to say this, but like owned? I can't think of a better word by England. Like, isn't it in English territory?
It was an English colony,
So was Australia.
but I think New Zealand is its own country now.
So is Australia.
Yeah, but I mean,
Let's say other
are you
things, and I'll
saying you're
just say
saying
so
like
is Australia.
you're saying like Puerto Rico, where like Puerto Rico is like an American territory. It's
Yeah.
not like its own country.
Yeah, that's what I was
Well,
thinking.
it
New
sort
Zealand
of
might be,
also
but I
is
could be
its
wrong.
own country, right? It's not its own country, but it has its own governor that's like
Right.
separate.
It rules itself independently,
Yeah.
but I don't exactly understand how territories work. Like they pay us, they pay us taxes, right?
What's a territory?
They pay us taxes,
Yeah, and we
and they get
They've-
no say in our elections.
they don't, yeah.
Yeah,
And I think they get protection.
That's
I don't
part
know.
of the. Well, we pay for like that's one of the things that happened when the hurricane. Like we
right.
helped out a lot with that.
Yeah. Okay. And Guam, that's another one.
Guam.
Is it really?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
How many territories does the U.S. have?
I think it's just those two.
Virgin Islands. Is that count?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. That does sound familiar.
I don't know.
But I think we're like the only country that still has territories. Like New Zealand is its own country. It's not a territory.
New Zealand is its own country. It
Yeah.
has its own prime minister. So is
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah. Australia's crazy.
I don't know.
Why would
Hey
anybody?
Siri.
Hey Siri. When
Voice
did New
command.
Zealand become a country? Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
If you haven't seen Community,
Hey
Why do
Siri.
you hold your phone like this to do it?
Yeah, bring it up to your mouth. Toward your
Hey,
mouth.
hey Siri. She needs to be able to answer me wherever I am. Hey Siri. Siri.
She doesn't listen to
Siri.
you.
I command you to
answered enough
listen to
questions today. If you haven't seen Community, the Pierce character is trying to text in his phone, and he's telling it voice command, and won't listen to him. And so another character says, just use the buttons. And he's like, okay, Grandma. Voice command. Yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anytime I see something like that happening, I just think of my epic failure with Alexa in my house. Sheena thought she was hilarious. She knew that I had set up the bedroom lights to be controlled by Alexa whenever she was at work. So she came home and she had a Snapchat video. I still have it. It's great. I love it. And so she walked in and I am asleep. She gets home at, 2, anywhere between 2:30 and 3 usually. So she showed up, work night, and came in and said, "Hey, Alexa, turn on the bedroom lights." And so the bedroom lights come on right in my face. And like one of the lamps is literally right there. My head's facing it. I thought I was, and I'm delirious. I'm very tired, except I thought I was so smooth because I like woke up, kind of lifted my head up, and I was like, "Siri, turn off the bedroom lights." and I put my head back down in the video she's videoing, and Alexa just did nothing. Just sat there. And so Sheena just starts dying. It's like she doesn't listen to you. And so I screamed, "Alexa, turn off the bedroom lights." And ends the video, but she thought she was hilarious. And then she woke me up.
I always like to tell Alexa to put hemorrhoid cream on people's shopping lists
What?
Why?
because it's hilarious.
Gross.
Because they don't.
I don't have a shopping list.
Yeah, but it makes shopping lists for you. And like if you ever gone to Amazon, like it'll be on your wish list.
Oh my
goodness.
gosh.
Yeah.
Is that visible to people publicly?
I don't know. I'll have to ask. I think William Gregg was the last person that did it too. So
That's funny. I don't know why anybody like I don't mind the integration stuff. I like it to like be able to play music and stuff, but the people are taking the electronic integration into their home stuff way too far. Like the locks on your doors, that's scary to have to control.
yeah.
To tell Alexa to, hey, lock my doors, and then she does it. Or
Oh, I didn't know that.
Alexa, unlock my doors, and she undoes them. Because
You can handle all your security. Alexa, get my gun.
Yeah. There's an intruder. Kill him, please. Have you seen the video from the Smart Everyday Guy where they shine lasers
Destin?
on the where they shine lasers on the microphones of like
Yeah.
common household products like that, and you can like by like shooting light at a certain frequency, you can give it commands like with a laser beam. So like if you have like a laser pointer and you point it just the right way at the microphone of somebody's Alexa, you can just unlock all your doors, just disable all your security and everything.
That's pretty cool.
Secret agent stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
You
use
don't
it
know.
Whenever I come up. PI.
Those robbers are getting
You're trying to put
pretty
ice in people's
sophisticated.
houses.
No, not anymore. I don't know.
So you heard me get some text messages earlier.
Yeah, we all did.
That was Cameron texting me back saying that he can't do the stream this Friday.
He can't.
He can't.
Nope. I'm
Who's
so
gonna
sad.
be your backup?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I'll
Jaden?
figure something
What?
else.
I
No
got stuff to
way.
do.
They have like finals week this week.
Oh,
The face she just made was like,
Oh man. Yeah, I'll figure something out. But
She says, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm wondering.
literally.
she can't think about one more thing right now, Blaine.
She says, I can't believe you asked me here.
Yeah. How is that going, by the way?
Again, we should be filming this.
Yeah, no joke.
She was like, flat out smile, and Blaine's like, how's that going? And that's the fastest I've ever seen a smile disappear. It's like it was erased.
This is my escape time. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to talk about that.
We don't have
Talk
to.
about it.
Jen, what do you want to talk about?
We're not talking about
I don't
anything
know.
else until you give us a subject.
Food.
Food.
That's my always go-to.
I haven't
get to go
eaten
to
yet.
TUI
Like whenever
Juanitas
I'm
tomorrow.
not like close to anybody,
Like Kevin
and I can't
Superpower.
really start conversation. I'll just say food.
Like what?
Like Kevin's superpower. Last time we were here, so you asked the what?
Oh,
what
yeah.
you did last
Oh,
time we were here,
yeah.
we discussed superpowers, and
Oh,
Kevin's
yeah.
superpower would be
Shoot any food out of your hand?
cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteak arm.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
An arm.
Regenerating Philly cheesesteak arm, and it's not mine. It was my cousin's. Every time we used to play this when we were kids, he used to say this, and I was like, "That's a great idea." It's an arm made out of a Philly cheesesteak that when you eat it,
It just comes back.
it comes back.
That is so weird.
I know he's
When you get
super
tired of
weird.
Yeah.
You
But
get
it's
tired of
hilarious.
them? Like like eating.
Well,
the
that's
same
his.
thing?
I wouldn't make mine a Philly cheesesteak.
What
I'd
would
probably
it
make.
be?
I'm just saying you'd be very rich because then you just like
Wasn't-
chop
Yeah,
your arm.
chop it.
and
You start a food
regrow,
truck.
chop
Oh,
it, regrow, chop it. You just never tell
How fast
anyone,
does it
hey, that's my
regrow?
arm.
Immediately.
Oh.
Well, that makes it boring.
Why?
It feels more funny to me for you to have like half a Philly cheesesteak on your shoulder.
It's more funny to me that it's still a really slow way to become rich. Like you're just chopping your arm off all day and selling it to people. I mean, it's basically just like having a job, except now you don't have an arm. Also,
hold on. You have no expenses for those materials. It's already
That's
pre-cooked
true.
Philly
That's
cheesesteak.
true.
That is true.
That is true.
Pre-cooked.
And so whenever you get
So
the Philly
what if?
cheesesteak
What are
arm,
the? Should we make the rules? What if I leave it long enough and it goes bad? What? Because will it go bad if it's still attached to it?
yes,
So,
Will it?
Yeah.
So you have to
at the beginning.
continue to
'Cause
cut
it's
it
not
if
a-
you
No,
don't-
just at the beginning of the day, he'll just cut off a piece and just like
no, as long
throw it
as it's
away.
attached to you, it's good.
It's good, right?
It's like a leaf.
But once you detach it, it's no longer attached to
So
your
I could just keep
endovascular
it
system.
as a Philly cheesesteak to use it functionally, just to like
Yeah.
Slide things off the table.
to slide this warm banana off the table into the trash. Now it's fine, but it was superheated earlier.
It was.
So
it was.
So
I
it's my
still
drink.
wouldn't eat
earlier.
it.
My drink's very warm.
This is how monsters happen.
Who said shoot food with their hands? Was
Oh,
that
no.
you?
No one.
No,
No, that
no,
was Philly cheesesteak arm.
No, the shooting stuff out of your hands thing was in my,
Oh,
remember,
David
yeah,
said
in my group, David
that's right.
Seago, like he was like, man, he was thinking so hard because he was the first person that got it, and he's like thinking about it. I was like, guys, this isn't supposed to be that hard. And so he's like, I guess shooting bees out of my hand.
Bees?
Bees.
Bees?
Yeah.
Bees.
So
Bees. It's like this. Like it's from Arrested Development where he keeps misunderstanding. Joe keeps misunderstanding what they're saying. Bees. Bees. That's just happened in real life. Bees.
Oh my god!
yeah, so he just and then it kept going around the circle, and he just like kept thinking and kept coming up with more stuff. He goes, and he looked back at the ping pong table and he goes, and he's like to himself this whole time. I'm just sitting next to him so I can hear every bit of it, so it's hilarious to me. He goes, I could shoot ping pong balls out of my hands.
What was the need for that?
And he's just going down the list like all these different things. He goes, shooting buildings out of my hands.
Building.
And then it started getting farther. I'm just laughing because he's come up with like 6 or 7 things by this point. He's just coming up with all these random things. And I'm like, David, what if you got the ability to shoot anything out of your hands? And he goes, that. So he goes, can I change my superpower? And so, because he was thinking like, what's better than bees? You know, he's like, oh, buildings are pretty cool. You know, like, except no, he ultimately decided on shooting anything out of his hands.
Anything.
Which in reality could be Philly cheesesteaks.
A blue whale. You could shoot a blue whale.
Yeah, he said anything.
How
Anything,
would
anything.
what would it be
We were
like?
just talking
Would it
about
be like-
planet?
we were just talking about like entire buildings. Blue whale seems a lot less reasonable.
Yeah, but what would it look like for the blue whale? to
That's
come out? Does
exactly
it
what
come
I
out
was
full
just
size,
thinking.
It starts
or
off
is it-
small and then it expands as it's coming.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was
like a
thinking
balloon.
about the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
how
so
does
it
that
starts
come
out
out
with
of
a
your
tip.
hand? Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Was like it comes out as the tip, and then like as the rest of it comes
But
out,
realistically,
it
the
like,
tip,
digs
of
into
the,
ground.
the tip of the
Doing
Empire
this.
State Building is probably like that big round
Yeah.
also. So
Yeah, so it starts here, starts off small, and then it, like as it comes out, it's like
Yeah.
just makes sense.
But it's kind of like how whenever you shoot like gases out and you light them on fire, and so like at the very bottom you can't see. Whenever you shoot
Wait.
gases,
out of what?
like a pipe or something,
like a spray,
like a
little spray
flamethrower.
nozzle. Spray nozzle.
Okay. Well, you just said whenever you shoot gases out and light them on fire. You could have been talking about anything, Blaine. It's not that far-fetched to
Yeah.
think that you're
I
talking
feel
about
like you understood the
lighting
implication,
farts.
Kevin, and now you're obfuscating
No.
the
It was
idea
just-
for the sake
it's
of
a
your comedic.
plain reading
joke.
of the text. Whenever you shoot gases out.
Plain
But
reading.
tell us about when you shoot gases out and light them on fire, Blaine. Go ahead.
My point is the little bottom part
Yeah.
is like not fire, and so that's how
yeah.
it comes out of
It's
your
fluid.
hand. Is like it generates just a couple inches off the top of your hand.
What?
Like it's almost like you made a portal in front of your hand and it comes out
No, that's not how I want it to like come out of his hand.
like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Ew.
Wow.
Like skin
Yeah, how does that work with a
opens
blue
every
whale?
time something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, see that's
That,
why it's,
every it should be like the monkey's paw. Every power comes with a punishment.
So blue whale just eviscerates your entire arm.
And then it heals, but like it hurts every time. If he
Like,
feels,
make it worse every time?
yeah, he feels
Like
like
the
the blue whale.
bangs
Oh,
or-
that would be better.
Yeah, that's
Why
what
would
I'm saying.
that, would,
Like,
that you would
every-
really have to choose what you
What?
wanted. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh, let's
God.
write a movie.
why would you want that with your Philly cheesesteak arms?
What?
Why would you want that with your Philly
For
cheesesteak
real.
arm? Because then you cut off a Philly cheesesteak arm like, I'm making a business.
Well, my point is, if it comes out out of his hand.
Yeah.
If he generates any kind of food, that's like all covered in his goop and blood and stuff.
No. I don't think it's like inside his body and it comes out of his hand, but
Okay.
like his hand opens up for it to happen. So it's not covered.
Okay.
He feels it like someone's opening up his hand, but there's no blood or anything, and it doesn't get all over his stuff.
So that we can
But
keep
like
it PG.
No.
13.
Just because
Who would want that?
it's not like they're being born. It's like the blue whale like falls out. And it's just covered in David's blood. That's not what I'm talking.
We've taken this entirely too far.
But in reality, I feel like if you're choosing your power, in this situation, you're choosing your power as like a portal. It kind of comes out and expands.
Yeah.
You know, it just makes sense.
But that would be a good
movie.
wrinkle to this question. What would your superpower be? And then the person next to you gets to pick what the cost of your superpower is because it costs you something every time you use it. That would be interesting.
That is very nice.
Okay, so like, what's your superpower?
The ability to steal other people's powers and use it for myself or distribute it elsewhere.
Okay, so Blaine, what's the cost to him every time he uses that power? What does it cost him?
I guess technically a good cost. I'm sorry to steal Blaine's spotlight here, but the cost would be anytime. So I just stole your power, therefore I'm stealing your penalties, right? So anytime that I'm use that power in the future for my own gain, I get your penalties. So I have like an infinite amount of.
No,
penalties.
you can't steal the penalty though. That's not the way the penalty works.
Well, I'm just saying it would be like a compounding penalty. Like if I steal like multiple people's powers, then I
Oh
have, like,
yeah,
all
the
these
penalty
penalties.
comes with you. Yeah, that's
So
true.
I'm saying I get all their
That would
penalties.
so that would be a penalty in itself, but you still need a penalty for using your power.
Why would I want all these bonus penalties?
Yeah, so
it's
if
not
he,
what you want, it's
if
what-
he
it's
keeps
what the
all
powers
the
cost.
powers,
What I'm saying
then
is-
if he steals 100 powers,
He has
I have
100
100
he
penalties.
has 100 weaknesses.
So I feel like
Yeah,
that would
but there
be
should be a
reasonable.
penalty that goes with your power, though, just for your power, just for using your power. So that's why you might want to pick a different power.
Why would I want to pick a different power?
Because that's the
Everyone has a
rules of
penalty.
this game, that your power also has to, or either your power has a penalty or you don't get the penalties from everybody else's power. You can steal their power without the penalties, and you have your own penalty.
like you have to go to sleep for a
I
day.
feel like mine has a better story to it. It's like I take other people's powers, and therefore I have like all these
That
penalties
is
stack up,
that
stack
is a
up.
better story.
And
Yeah,
so
you take-
and so now I just have like all this destruction that I can.
Yeah.
Or I'm like this all-powerful person. However, I'm just like I do one thing and I basically die.
Okay, Jaden, what's your power?
Flying.
Flying. Okay,
Yeah.
so the penalty to your power, if I'm choosing it, is every time you fly, there's a word that you can't use anymore.
What do you mean?
You lose a word every time you fly.
so I
One
can't
word.
say ow. And then the next time I fly, I can't say pow.
But you don't know what the word is until you try
So
to say
does
it.
it-
So every time you
Oh.
fly, you lose the ability to say a word, which is you like the. You can't say the anymore. But you don't know it.
But then
until-
what's like the need? Like what if,
it has to tie in with her power, though.
No, it
well,
doesn't.
Like
I
every
wasn't
like
going
so
to
like
fly.
every time she flies, it skywrites her thoughts behind her.
No.
Yeah.
See,
that's boring.
Or she has the ability to fly.
Was
She
mine-
can't walk.
This one is like, eventually you're not gonna be able. You just
not
be
gonna
a,
be able to speak.
You just be a flying
If I,
mute.
unless I just don't fly.
Yeah. Or I have something like where whenever she flies, it's a direct penalty while it's happening. She can't breathe for the duration of her flight.
Oh.
So like she has to stop flying in order to take a breath. So she goes into like a free fall, and then
I like that.
That's really good. It's like an adrenaline rush. Like you just fall and you're like,
You fly straight up. Man.
Has anybody watched any of that new show, Invincible?
No.
no.
Okay.
Good talk.
I mean,
Good talk, Blaine.
It
Want to talk about
looks-
warm bananas some more?
it looks interesting, but I haven't watched any of it. But it
I
looks
haven't even
interesting.
seen the trailer or anything.
Well, it has like concepts.
I don't know
like
anything
this,
about it. I know it's a cartoon. That's all.
Where like the guy flies, but like flying wears him out. So the way that he flies is he like is actively flying for a few seconds, and then he stops actively flying and he just drifts. And then he like starts actively flying again. So like if he can't just fly forever.
so he needs a wingsuit.
Yeah.
Just like Wonder Woman, who Steve Rogers.
Oh my god.
Or what's his name? Not Steve Rogers. That's Captain America. What's his name?
Yeah.
Steve whatever.
O'Bannon.
No.
Oh.
Gross. The DC version. What is of Captain America that doesn't have any powers?
What is his name?
I don't know. Steve something.
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine, Wonder Woman boyfriend.
I think
tells
that
her,
is what he's
You
slated
just
as.
glide on the air. That's how you fly.
you
He's
feel
like
it.
a pilot. You feel it. And she's like, what? And so then we see her like learning, quotation marks, learning to fly later. She's like jumping, jumping really high. And then she's like, feels the air. She's like, oh, I can fly now because I felt the air.
Goodness.
Wonder Woman 84 is done.
Yeah, the first one's
Yeah, it
good.
was
I don't
pretty
The
think
first one's great.
First one
And
was really
I really
good.
wanted the second one to be good.
First
Wait,
3
did you
quarters
see
of the
second
first one is good.
Kevin, I don't watch movies.
Jaden doesn't watch movies?
Like
Jaden has to watch Parasite for
I haven't
her
seen
school.
I haven't seen any of the Batmans.
Well, then it was a very poor excuse that you gave everybody for what you were doing when the eggs were happening if you told them that you were watching Titanic.
Oh, yeah. hey, that was really believable.
Yeah, I put
That
ice
was-
in my eyeballs to cry.
Because on
Sonic
their
Ice?
Instagram story, they were like, "Oh my gosh, look at Jaden like crying at Titanic," and
Wait, why
like they
did
were
you-
obviously like screaming and being super dumb, but
Why?
like you could see that her eyes were like wet.
Why
Yes.
ice? Why not just water? you have to make your face freezing? What?
I had Sonic ice. I literally only have ice with me, so I was like,
Were you in a building?
"What do you mean?"
Was there running water?
It was more believable.
Okay.
My eyes were hurting.
She said, if I actually made myself cry due to pain.
Yeah,
And
no,
that's what happened.
that was crazy. That was the first time y'all did the eggs.
Eggs.
Yeah,
The egg thing, yeah.
And then Hebert turned us in.
golly, Hebert. I'm still mad at him because he came at the Lost thing and then
He
left.
left to go play D&D.
Wow. I was saying that we should do renewal D&D stuff.
I've
never
never
played.
played, yeah.
I've never played D&D, but I've always really wanted to, and
Isn't it
I just haven't
Isn't
learned
it like
how.
a storyteller, kind of like Mafia? Or I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
anything
they-
about it.
It's a
Yeah,
role playing
there-
game.
Yeah, there's like a story. There's
See-
like one game master, storyteller, and he's like walking all these other people through.
But then you have to roll for stuff. Here's my. I'm
don't know how to
very
play.
intrigued by D&D. I've
Yes.
never played it, but it feels like too much is in the power of whoever the storyteller guy
Storytellers.
is.
Yeah.
What's his name? What is his
Well,
name?
Master.
I think
Game
each-
Master.
No, the Dungeon Master.
Dungeon Master.
DM.
Blaine's like,
How do you know this?
Blaine's like,
Mr. I haven't
point
played.
of fact is called a Dungeon Master.
I just
you may
know that
address
because
me
of
as
Community.
DM.
Oh,
Oh, because of Community.
Yeah.
I probably knew it too. Anyway,
Well, you didn't.
there's
so.
too much.
Oh.
I was trying to feel you. I was making you feel better
Oh,
about
thank
your
you.
nerdiness.
Thank you. Yeah.
Anyway, there's too much power in his hands, and it doesn't seem like there's established rules.
I feel like each game.
Like you can just say, "I'm going to do anything now." It's basically, why don't you just talk to somebody?
I feel like each game has different. Like the Dungeon Master is more or less involved depending on how you've agreed
Yeah,
to
but
play
I don't.
it as a group.
How do you win?
I don't
if
think
he
you
can
win.
just
It's like
decide-
Minecraft.
I think that
Well,
he tells
and-
a story. And
yeah, there's
he, like,
quests.
sets up the story. to
So
end.
you can all decide to like go fight the Witch of Agmar.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Why don't you just get together and write a novel? Because that's what you're doing. Because you're not really playing a game.
'Cause
I like
now I don't have to
the
write it.
betrayal games.
Hmm?
The
No,
whatever.
Mafia.
No. It's the ones like Betrayal at House on the Hill. Is that the one where they start with a room and you have to go into this other room and you roll for stuff? And
Oh,
you're-
I know what you're
and,
talking
and
about.
the story's already made for you. It's like I guess
Baldur's Gate.
Yes, like that, like
Like what?
Baldur's Gate. Because I have that one. I
never
have
heard
Baldur's
of
Gate.
Yeah.
But like you have like a party of people and you pick your person. And
Are there chips?
No. It's like figurines. It's like
Yeah.
it's like Dungeons and Dragons.
I was
Yeah.
saying if there's not chips, it's not a party. But never mind.
No.
He was trying to make a joke, but it wasn't funny.
Thank you, Jaden, for that recap.
Sorry.
But anyway, like it's a game and you can win or lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like there's established rules for what you can do. I like that
Yeah.
better.
It's funny. First time I ever played Baldur's Gate was on my bachelor party. My friend Dustin bought. Like we went into some random game shop, and he went up and it was a special version, and he just randomly spent like $100 on this board game. He's like, I'm gonna keep it anyway, so let's get it and play it. And yeah, no, it was a lot of fun because it like made one of the people the bad guy.
Yeah.
and it was me. Funny enough, the game forced me to be the bad guy. And I was like, and I was like some eye collector and all sorts of stuff. I was like, that's cool. I'm gonna take all y'all's eyes.
I didn't choose this life. This life chose me.
And I did in fact.
That does sound fun.
And I did in fact steal their eyes.
But see, it
That guy
seems
won.
like now I don't have a frame of reference because I've never played Dungeons
Right.
and Dragons. But it seems like Dungeons and Dragons is more up in the air. Like
Yeah. So you as the community decide what you do and where you go. And it's the dungeon master's role to like throw challenges at
yeah,
you
it
to
seems
make
like
the
that
story.
would just have to be that guy would have to be really on, or girl would have to be really on top of it.
Why'd you look
Yeah.
at me?
So like
You're
the
the
best
female in the room.
the best
Care?
the best dungeon masters are the ones who like are good storytellers but also good like game makers.
Yeah.
Apparently, like I said, have never played it before, but I've always wanted to, and I always thought it'd be cool to do like a Chronicles of Narnia at
Chronicles of
renewal.
Narnia. Is there a Chronicles of Narnia game
Surely.
like that?
Probably. I would assume there is, but I don't know. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons.
I call Prince Caspian.
Hence why I thought it was a game master,
Prince Caspian,
The game master.
not a dungeon master.
Story master.
Reaper Cheap.
Reaper cheap. You know that's the logo for Smarter Every Day. That's what
I
it is.
know,
Yeah, Reaper
and
Cheap.
he's got the verse there,
Yeah.
but he doesn't. Okay, so that is a thing. But there's a lot of Christian content creators who are Christians who like aren't like in your face Christians, I guess.
Yeah, those are the worst.
I don't understand. I don't understand how you do that. It's not even necessarily. I'm not like. How
He
do
talks
you?
about it.
Rarely, like almost never. Like I think that he might have like one or two videos, maybe.
He just did a video the other day about. Well, it wasn't explicitly Christian, but
Yeah.
it was about
About.
the first few days of a life, is what he called it.
Oh, I watched that one. The
Or
chicken egg thing.
The chicken egg thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I clicked on it thinking that like that's what he was. That's like the direction that he was going with it, and it wasn't.
But isn't that still impactful though? Because he's got millions
Yeah.
of people that don't
Yeah,
realize that that's what he's saying, but that is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Well, but
Which I agree. Like, I'm not saying that he doesn't do good things. I just don't understand. I feel like if I had a platform, like literally, he has an audience of millions.
Yeah.
I feel like I would try to be, at the very least, a bit more vocal about it. Like Mark Rober is another one that you just never hear anything about his
Is he a
Christianity.
Christian? I didn't even know.
Yeah, exactly. Corey Kinshin.
But I know because Destin has said it and talked about it. And I know that the How Ridiculous guys are because they've said it and talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
They probably talk
I
about
would have
more.
never known for them either, unless you told me.
How Ridiculous?
So, you know what I'm saying? Like one, I don't know. It feels weird that these Christian people don't use their platforms to
But they do.
more expressly
They didn't
represent Christianity.
Yeah, but they didn't get famous because they were making like sermon videos. They got famous
Right.
because they were like doing dude perfect shots in their backyard, and so they just kept doing that, but talking about Jesus while they do it. That looks like people following Christ and doing the things that.
But they don't talk
gonna-
about Jesus while they do it.
But they do.
When?
They don't do a sermon every time they do it, but they pray. They prayed when they couldn't make the shot.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did do that.
Yeah. That's like their most watched video.
Yeah.
And then they said they did the thing at the end, like, look, we're Christians, and this is why we prayed in this video. That's like at the top of their page.
Yeah. That's more overt than like anything. See, I don't know that about them because I don't like their dude perfect videos. I want to see
Well,
them throw stuff off that tower.
Then
and that's it.
you're not.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't they talk about it more? It's like, oh, they talk about it in this most popular video that they have. Oh, well, I don't watch that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say it's just like it's their own little niche in their way to reach people, right? So they've become famous for this reason, so they're going to continue to do that. And as their base grows, they're able to have like these little like side conversations about it. I mean, for instance, we're talking about it right now, but in the end, everything under the sun. Sometimes we just come like I've listened to some of them. It's just
For
like
sure.
random stuff.
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
That's what I was
I
about
think
to
that's
say.
like kind of like
Yeah.
Twitch streams too, though. Like
Yeah.
we just sit here and we play video games.
Right.
And at the end, we're like, "Hey, prayer requests and stuff like that," but it's still like.
And see, like, there's a part of me that even with the Twitch stream feels like we could be doing more in that area. But at the very least, like, we pray at the beginning and the end of every Twitch stream, or at the least at the end. So, and we have like Bible verses on the screen the entire time. Like, I feel like people, once they see us, while like our Christianity is not necessarily in their face, they know that we're Christians. Whereas with a lot of these YouTube creators, you don't even like, you might even miss the fact that they're Christian content creators.
So what should they do?
I don't know. be
feel
more
like-
overtly Christian, I guess.
Well, wouldn't people not watch them?
Yeah, I
they
don't know.
knew.
Like that's and
Like,
so
isn't
maybe
it
that's
like,
the give or take.
I've been watching How Ridiculous for so long. Oh, they just prayed. I didn't know these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then that opens up a door for their they have way more followers than
right.
I don't know about Mark Rober, but they do have way more followers than
A lot of people,
Dustin.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the answer to that is. I just it always strikes me as a little weird, like almost like, and so this is like the really judgmental side of me that I don't that I actively like fight against this idea. But there's this idea that it's like, oh well, now they're famous and so they can't say things about Christianity because then they would lose a good portion of their audience. And I don't think that that's what they're thinking, but you know. That's there. So
Yeah, I probably look at it more like they're doing the things that they would normally be doing, and they're not removing their Christianity from it. But it's not like if I went to the grocery store today, there's probably people that saw me that don't know I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
Did I do something wrong by not going down every aisle and saying,
Hear ye,
why
hear
would
ye.
I?
Look at me if you wish to see Christ.
Sinner!
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think I did anything
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
But like I've been in the grocery store before, buying 20 of the Johnson & Johnson baby soaps, and some ladies like,
Why?
yeah, that's exactly the response I got from the lady. And so I got to say, hey, we're doing this thing with our youth group and talk about why I was doing it.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
What were you
And
doing
then
with your
ask
youth
them.
group?
That was when
Slip and slide.
Slip and slide, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know, but I could just.
Yeah.
I would.
see?
Yeah. I would assume that's what it was.
We were putting them in water balloons and throwing them.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
Yeah.
No, we made this huge. We taped tarps together and got like 100 by 100 tarp.
I saw a video the other day of somebody with a straw in their mouth. And so somebody was like throwing balloons at them, and they would blow through the straw to like so they were laying on the ground, and a person was standing at their feet throwing balloons at them. And so they would, with the straw, blow the balloons away so that they didn't land on them. And then, like after like
Just
5 balloons,
Just regular blown up balloons?
yeah.
Okay.
And then after like 5 balloons, they threw a water balloon. And I was like,
Can I please do that?
that seems so dangerous to me.
How?
Like this guy has this straw in his mouth. Like it's gonna shove it down the back of his throat.
Maybe.
Like if you throw a water balloon right on the straw.
No, we used to
That's
do,
why you don't
we used to do
throw
Especially-
it on the
we used to do
straw.
way worse stuff than that.
Yeah.
That's freaking you out. Don't watch any of the
Seemed dangerous.
videos from my 90s youth group.
Yeah. I was like, golly, they could have killed that guy just now. Maybe not killed him, but it hurt him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Are we done?
Which life?
Are we done? Well, I'm done talking, so are we done?
We probably should. We probably should wrap up.
How long do we go?
I don't know, like an hour.
Okay.
It was like an hour.
Oh wow.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I do have one more question though before we wrap up.
42.
Okay, we're done. Yep. Should we play Minecraft for a third week in a row?
Third week.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
I enjoy it though. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Okay.
But I
So, like,
mean,
even as a person who doesn't play, you find it.
I come here every Friday.
Well, it doesn't matter what we're playing, though.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter to me.
That's not. That is not necessarily true.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
Sounds like you're not coming this
Because
I do come.
would you say that you enjoyed watching League of Legends whenever we played it?
That was horrible.
See?
Oh, okay. I'm with her
That
on
was.
that.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
There's a
you
reason.
Very hard.
There's a reason
You got excited about it.
they like
I
fist
had
bumped
to-
each other and Jaden's wearing a
I know
ring.
she
Yeah.
punched me.
The reason why we stopped playing that is because it was super boring to watch.
It was so boring. Well,
Yeah.
and because all the guys would get like so into it and they wouldn't talk.
Right.
So then
But-
there would be like so many messages in the chat, and then
One of
they're
them
like,
sitting
"Oh,
right
what?"
here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Golly,
Sorry.
Tyler, way to go.
I understand the
Sorry,
appeal
Tyler.
of playing League of Legends, but
Yes.
as someone who doesn't, I don't understand.
It is a
what's going on the
very
screen.
complicated game to watch and like understand and follow.
Yeah.
So
If there's people
That was the
searching
biggest
for
thing.
League of Legends, though,
Right.
it is one of the most watched games.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is the most watched.
But
it's
see,
but
that-
but then if people log into it, I mean, who are they going to watch? They're going to occasionally get a random person, but for the most part, who are they going to watch? They're going to go watch the famous people and
Yeah.
the professionals. They're
Well-
going to watch them play, and they have like 100. sometimes over 100,000 people watching them at one time.
Exactly. That's why like we really prioritize a lot of times playing smaller games that have like big followings, like the Arkham games. Like the reasons why we started playing the Arkham games was because those have like a huge following of people, but people don't play them very often on Twitch. So there's not a lot of competition in those areas. So new people are far more likely to catch the stream, or like the Fallout games was another, not the Fallout games.
Skyrim.
On a lot of story mode games, you'll pretty much...
Oh yeah, Fallout.
You played Fallout?
No.
No, you can't play Fallout.
What is it called?
Spider-Man.
Skyrim? I said Skyrim.
He said Skyrim.
Are you having a stroke?
Kind of.
But basically, with a lot of these games, a lot of single player games, just with the renewals, people watching, you're going to instantly become one of the top watch ones. So other random people that just hop on, they're going to be like, oh, let's watch that. Subnautica, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Subnautica was a good example.
Is that the one where you're thinking of? What do you think?
No, Half-Life is what I was thinking of.
Oh.
Half-Life is how like Colt started watching us, and now Colt like jumps in every now and then. A completely random guy who
Portal
started
also.
watching us just because we played Half-Life. Yeah, Portal was another one.
Me and Cameron played
Subnautica was another one. We should play more Subnautica again in the future, because that was fun, and we got several new people.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that were coming in on that and talking to Sam.
Yeah, so like League of Legends is probably not a great game to be playing on the stream just because it's such an oversaturated.
Yeah, unless you had somebody
who's really, really good at it.
Yeah, unless you had somebody who was really good and they already had an established following.
Yeah.
And so they were just coming in on the stream as like a fun little thing, except they just tell their channel to go look. But that's basically you might get some of their followers who occasionally watch you. But yet again, we don't have that guy. Like I know some good people, but yet again, even if you're very good, getting a following's I mean it's
especially on Twitch. Twitch the discoverability on Twitch is really, really terrible. Which is why we post a lot of stuff on YouTube.
Yep.
You do?
All the Twitch stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, we post like a little Twitch video like once a week. And we're probably gonna start posting longer like quarter streams on the YouTube channel maybe. But I don't know about that yet. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I mean, y'all have been not helpful at all. Thank you.
Well then,
we might play Minecraft this Friday. We might not.
you have to find someone first.
Yeah, who's gonna do it? Jane's got finals, Blaine. Leave her alone.
No.
But somebody who's been playing.
Not yet.
What?
Who's been playing for a little bit, so they actually
Perez has
sit-
finals.
I have finals in like a week and a half.
Oh, okay.
Goodness.
So you can do it.
My teachers are just like, no! You know how boring that stream would be without my other half?
You are your own person.
No, I need Jaden. We need each other. Whenever she goes to the restroom and I'm on the stream, I'm like,
It's funny.
and it's the same thing.
That's
without
called
them.
codependence.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Not
Anytime I
accurate.
explain one of you, I'm just saying, do you know Jaden? She's with the other Jaden, the Jadens. And that's how I explain.
How do you spell Jaden's whenever you type it?
I just say Jadens. I say J and J.
Have you ever typed it?
No, I say the Jadens.
I probably use hers more than the other Jaden.
Yeah. I
What?
Think so.
Kevin, do you know how to spell my name?
J A D
Oh,
I E N.
I'm shocked.
I started spelling it Jaydins
Did I get it right?
whenever
Yeah,
I
you did.
pluralize it.
Ah.
I was surprised.
I only know how yours spelled because I pronounce it in my head whenever I'm trying to spell the difference.
Jadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said Jadian.
Yeah.
In my head. Like in my head every time I'm like, all right, I have to spell one Jadian. versus Jadian.
All right.
But forever, the only reason I know that is because for the first several months that I knew you, I always pictured it Jaiden, which is wrong. But now I know the right way to do it.
So you pictured it and you're like, oh, wait, my first go-to is wrong, so I have to do it this way.
No, we talked about it one time, and you're like, that's not how you spell my name.
You know, Emmanuel still spells my name incorrectly. I'm like, what in the world? I don't know.
What is Live Pures is Friday. That's why
I was
Oh!
I knew
wondering
there
when
was.
this was gonna
I
be.
knew
That's
that-
why I can't. Wait, no, that's this Friday? That's this next. No, that's next.
No, that's not this Friday. It's next Friday.
Oh.
This Friday is Stream Snow Train. You just
Yeah.
scared Jadian so bad.
So then I might be able to find somebody. I was thinking it was going to be hard. It's going to be hard to find somebody on Live Pure night.
Yeah.
So I might get Cameron to come that night. But
I'll stop by after Live Pure
yeah,
because that'll be done like at 9.
yeah, that's true. So whoever I get on Friday, I'll probably do a poll on Instagram in which I'll include Minecraft. And I'll probably get somebody who like plays Minecraft.
You know what I was thinking?
So that like if we do Minecraft, we
Absolutely, I would not know what I'm doing.
What do you mean?
I am busy this Friday anyway. But
Oh, come on, Tyler.
Are you throwing shade at
Are you throwing shade at
I
me?
have absolutely no clue.
I deflect your shade.
Well, no
We'll
shade
probably
was
get
thrown.
somebody that actually plays Minecraft.
No,
Kevin.
no. You played Minecraft
worse
on
than
Friday.
And he was bad at it.
No, you were great.
We beat the game.
We beat the game.
I say I was there.
Yeah.
I was at least there.
No, it
Kevin's
was
the one who made the mission.
it was so great.
When we started, Kevin said, "I'm gonna beat Minecraft."
Yeah,
Exactly, that's right.
Yeah, it was. I honestly am
Blaine
very
was like, "There's
surprised.
no
that
way we're gonna do
I
it."
did not think we were gonna
I
do
didn't
it.
think so either.
It's hard. It is not easy to do.
There's some speedrunners who finish in an hour.
Okay, well, those are people who play Minecraft for hundreds of hours.
Kevin doesn't do
Kevin
that.
like played Minecraft 3 times.
And
Yeah,
I
see,
was like,
I played
was
those-
like, what's
I
up,
played
pig
those-
guy?
Oh yeah, those pig guys. Whenever I first showed up in there, I was like, clearly kill this thing, and I
Yeah.
just started beating it, and then all of them came after me.
Yeah.
And I was trying to protect you in that cave.
Yeah,
And,
and then you took all his stuff.
Well, yeah.
yeah, and that's the thing. I had good stuff at that time. That was
I
the
know.
only time that entire night I had good stuff. And
I was just
It was only downhill from there, Kevin.
I lost a bunch of stuff in lava, though. That's what ticked
That-
me off.
oh yeah, so that's the funny thing. Yeah, my stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was it. That was,
Yeah,
that was
that
a bunch
was
of
great,
your stuff.
So
I lost a bunch of Caleb stuff, too. Like, at the very beginning, he gave me, like, this enchanted golden axe.
Yeah.
It lasted, like, 2 seconds.
yeah, and that's the funny thing. It's like y'all got up there, and I was right behind y'all. I was just following, and I figured out don't hit the pig people, right? And then he punched you and knocked you into the lava, and I was like, I cannot believe he just did that to Kevin.
Oh, Jacob?
No, Caleb.
No,
Caleb?
and
He didn't mean to.
So it happened
Yeah.
more than once?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah, Jacob knocked me into the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But no, he
Yeah.
did it at the beginning whenever we were trying to get into this structure, and so he knocked him in and into the lava, and I was like, I can't believe he did that to Kevin. And the thing is, I'm sure you instantly thought it was me because I was there.
I did think it was you. I was like talking to Caleb on the stream. I was like, Caleb, we gotta get Tyler. He just killed me. Yeah. Oh, we gotta get that guy.
No, Caleb got in the stream and said,
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, I'm so
He was
sorry.
like, I'm sorry, I did it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And the funny thing is there, because he knocked you in, I was like, and so
And nobody
I-
knows what you just mimed.
I proceeded to hit him with my sword, and I knocked him into the lava that it was unescapable as well. So, and I typed that in the chat, and I said, Kevin, because he killed you, I killed him. And Cameron's response was, so instead of losing one person's stuff, we lost 2 people's stuff. And I was like, worth it. And then I went up in the structure and I started mining all of the black stuff that I wanted to make something out of. And then someone stole it anyway, so it didn't matter.
Porcine People's fortress is where you're getting that black stuff from.
Porcine people.
That is what they prefer.
That's what
We
I said on
determined
the
that,
stream,
yeah.
Wait, what?
They don't like pigmen. That's
You don't like to be
that's
called that?
offensive to them.
Porcine people.
What?
Porcine.
No, like, what? Why are they
Yeah,
offended?
where did you even get that from?
Yeah.
That was just.
Oh,
This is a joke.
Okay.
I was like,
It's a
wait.
joke, you know, because the world sucks.
I thought that was funny, Kevin. Okay, goodbye. This is the end.
You just. Blaine wants to really stop
Kevin's
talking
just-
to us.
I mean, not
What did you say?
Kevin is the worst.
I'm so used to saying it that way.
Oh my gosh.
Just know that whenever she thinks this person's the worst, naturally it pops up. Kevin's the worst.
It happens, like, very often. But, whoops.
I like you, Kevin.
Thank you. Let's not get
We,
carried
we, we, we both have a mutual love for Chris Hemsworth's body.
You phrased that differently than you said it earlier.
Hey, I said what I said, okay?
Okay, this is the end. Goodbye.
We can't end it on that.